Welcome to the Shot Clock, where we're talking sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. I'm your host, Mina SayWhat, and we're 100% digital, 100% live, and 100% real. Let's count them down. Welcome to the Shot Clock. This is our digital sports show. We come to you every Mondays at 12 o'clock on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We are streaming live. I'm your host, Mina SayWhat. Of course, we put ourselves on a shot clock, 20 minutes. That is the point of the show. I want to bring in my brother Sean Bell right now, Fox 29 sportscaster and podcaster. Hello, Sean.
What up? What's going on, Mina?
Listen, we feeling good. It's cold where we are, but a lot to talk about. We're going to have some fan interaction later. Of course, you can always tell us what your opinions are in the comments section, and we will read them. So we're going to start incorporating the fans a little bit more starting on today's show. I want to quickly just say congratulations to Naomi Osaka for winning the Australian Open. Yes. And there she go, looking beautiful. And Adrian Broner, who picked up a unanimous decision over Giovanni Santiago in his first win 4 years.
Questionable.
Yeah, I mean, he said he had $13. He came into this with $13 and he made $13 million. So look, he's winning today.
Yeah, salute for him. I think the judges were a little blind. I think they ruled it a little too far in Adrian's corner, but Adrian got the win. He got his bread. Hopefully he gets his mind right and really becomes the champ that he deserves to be.
They was trying to throw him a bone. Let's get into the playbook. This is where we talk about all the top Philly sports stories of the week. Congratulations, first and foremost, to Mr. Joel Embiid, named All-Star starter for the fourth consecutive year. There he goes. That's our guy, coming off of his career high of 50 points against the Bulls on Friday. The dude had 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 4 blocks, only 2 turnovers. I mean, Joel is a beast right now. I would say he's the most versatile player that is in the league right now, Sean. How are you looking at this?
I wouldn't go versatile because usually the versatile guys are the small forwards, the LeBron James of the world, but he is the MVP. And we need to start a campaign right now for him to be the MVP, because the MVP usually goes to the narrative person, the person who wins the narrative. And right now, LeBron James is winning the narrative despite losing in every category to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's beating him in points, rebounds, blocks, field goal percentage, PER, defensive efficiency. Joel Embiid is the MVP. We need to start a big Philadelphia campaign. The process is done. He is the process.
We're here.
We are here. Joel is here. He's the MVP over LeBron James and whoever else you want to talk about. The man is a beast.
Let me ask you this, though. Have you ever seen a player that can literally back you down to the basket? He got a hesitation shot. He got that pull up. He got the fadeaway. He got the shot from mid range. He got the 3-point shot. He shoots 3-pointers. He can bring the ball down and shoot off the dribble. Have you ever seen a player do all of that?
Yes, he's a child of Hakeem Olajuwon. Like this is the birth of Hakeem. This is what Hakeem Olajuwon birthed. And being able to have that footwork, shake you, crossover, spin move, crossover, fade away. Like that's what Hakeem Olajuwon used to do. That's who Joel Embiid studied. He said so himself. Studied from that man and took it to another level, because now he's out here shooting 3 balls and shooting it at a high percentage. So Hakeem is the guy he got this from, and Joel is taking it to another level. There's no center in the league that's doing what he's doing.
Exactly. Now let's talk about why his game has elevated so much. He is absolutely dominating on the court. This is what he had to say. Last year, I was going through a rough time. It just was not there. But the moves that Daryl made, adding all the shooting, is helping him a lot. Like I said, it's not so much about coaching. It's just about me just turning a corner and just being willing to dominate every second on defense and offense. And that is exactly what we're seeing. And we love it.
Yeah. And on top of that, cardio. He used to get tired after 5 minutes.
And he used to also eat like crap.
Yeah, like all the Chick-fil-A and all the shakes in the world, but now he doesn't look tired. In the fourth quarter, he got all the energy in the world to wag his finger, to talk trash, to do all his moves. So I think the confidence along with the cardio is what's making him like this. And listen, there's no stopping him. Only injury could stop this man.
Right. So let's take a look at who's going to be starting in the All-Star game along with him. That has been announced. There is the lineup. It looks like it's going to be a good game. To see Durant, Joel, Giannis, Kyrie, and Bradley all on the same team. I mean, this is going to be and they're keeping that format from last year. The format that they did in honor of Kobe, they're keeping that same format, and this is what it's going to look like.
Yeah, but listen, these are when they announce everybody, then the starters are going to be able to, or the main guy is going to be able to pick their team. So they're going to do the cross match like they did before. And listen, this is dope. The only beef I have is I think Damian Lillard, Dame Dollar, should have started over Luka Doncic. That dude is nasty. Portland Trail Blazers in the top 4. I like that. But again, all stars, all deserving. Now does Tobias get in? That's what we need to know in Philly.
Right. Well, we will find out who the reserves are tomorrow, 7 o'clock TNT. We'll see if Tobias is up there, if Ben is up there. Moving on, more congratulations are in order to our very own Doc Rivers. He will be coaching in the All-Star game. You better get it, Doc. Listen, Doc did not come to play. And it's not even like he wanted to coach. He was like, look, I want to be golfing. I want to have some time off. But no, you got one of the best records in the league. You're going to be coaching this game, and he's going to be coaching Team Durant. Can't wait to see this, right? What do you expect from him, Sean?
I mean, that's, when you have the best record in the East, that's what you get, Doc. And I'm glad he's getting that respect. I know he doesn't want to coach because none of the coaches actually want to go. They want to, like you said, have a vacation. But he gets to go, and he's just going to sit back. What you think he's going to do? Go play, guys. I'm going to
leave me alone.
I'm going to watch. I'm a crowd watch. I'm not going to coach, and I'm going to have fun. Congrats.
Absolutely. So he's actually Philadelphia's first NBA All-Star Game head coach since Larry Brown in 2001. Of course, the lineup has been announced for this whole game. It's going to be ridiculously long. It's like a 5-hour event, which I don't like. Everything starts at 5 o'clock with the skills challenge on March 7th. Obviously, this is going down in Atlanta. The 3-point contest, 6:30. The All-Star Game starting at 8 o'clock. Then a slam dunk contest in the middle of it. And then the wrapping up of the game. They're going to be tired.
I mean, the NBA trying to get their money in one day. That's all it is. Like, yo, let's get this bread. I know coronavirus is here, but y'all gonna come down and make everybody money. And you know what the party's gonna be like. NBA said no official NBA parties. You think Quavo not doing something?
Right. And it's Atlanta. They already partying.
Really? You think Sweetie and Quavo not doing something? You think all them cats ain't having parties? You think Gucci ain't gonna have it lit? So, yeah.
All right. So it's kind of crazy this week. The Eagles are literally cleaning house. Like, sweep. Y'all need to get out of here. It was a big situation this week. Carson Wentz was traded to the Colts. This is a really good situation. He wanted out. We really didn't get much for him, and he got his way. This is what he had to say to the fans. He thanked his teammates. He thanked the city of Philadelphia. I thought it was very classy of him to, thank Mr. Lurie, thank Howie, thank Doug. I would have been a little bit more petty. I'm not thanking people who made it a little bit difficult for me to do my job. But what are your overall thoughts on the trade, Sean?
I mean, it was a decent trade. Like, it's going to be a 3rd-round pick and potentially a 1st-round pick next year.
He plays well.
Yeah, well, he has to just play a percentage of the snaps, 75% or 70%, and they go to the playoffs. And the coach traded for him to start. So he's going to have the opportunity as long as he doesn't get injured and suck too bad. But at the end of the day, why y'all mad? Like, nobody was good for each other. This team sucked for him, and he sucked for the team last year. So why wouldn't you want to part ways? Listen, salute to Carson Wentz. He can go do his thing. But the Eagles, Howie Roseman is still trash. And he still needs to clean up and do some things and make this team better. So trading Carson doesn't solve anything.
Well, I think people are mad because we're still 33 million in the hole from this deal, and they feel like literally. I saw on Twitter we got a pocket full of lint and a bag of chips to get rid of Carson.
No,
There's a pocket full of lint and a bag of chips. I was done.
No, getting the first, potentially a first and a third for a player that played as poorly as he did isn't that bad. All right, it's a pretty good trade. But again, like Carson, like he was awful last year. Did we expect to get 3 first-round picks for a player who got benched, who played like that?
I think there's people that still wanted to see him get another try, but I think the situation had just become so toxic that there was no way that we were going to get the best out of him. He needed to go.
Yeah, and don't blame everything on Carson, okay? This team wanted to trade him, and you're going to find this out in the coming months. This team, it wasn't all Carson demanding a trade, okay? The team wanted him out also.
Real quickly, Deshaun Jackson also released. I mean, he was injured most of the year, no surprise there. And now there's plans that they're going to be releasing Alshon Jeffrey and Malik Jackson, which again struggled from injury. So
and Zach Ertz is going to get traded. Market.
What was that?
Zach Ertz is going to get traded. Market.
Yeah. So they're cleaning house. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's the playbook. Let's get into this word from our sponsors.
Stop overpaying for wireless. Switch to Boost Mobile and watch your bill drop. Plans starting at $10 a month that match your data needs. Think your phone company can get down like that? Get started for as low as $10 a month. All on America's largest 5G network for less. Boost Mobile.
Yes, you're checking out the ShotClock. This is our digital sports show. I'm your host, Mina SayWhat, Fox 29, and podcaster Sean Bell is joining me. So as I mentioned, please leave us your comments on social media. We will be reading them. This is our first show where we're actually going to invite some fan interaction. So we're calling this the buzzer beater. I want to bring in Coco, who happens to be my cousin. So, you got to support your people. He's been watching the show. He loves the show. He said he wanted to come on here and comment and give us his opinion. So let's bring Coco in now. Hi, how are you?
What's going on?
Hey, Sean, how are you? Thanks for the invite.
No problem. So here's the thing that we're going to do with Buzzer Beater. You got 1 minute, Coco, to say what you need to say. You can react to anything that we just said, but you gotta get it off before the minute because we're on a time crunch, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, so you can start now.
So there's a lot of buzz with the Sixers, rightfully so. Number 1 team in the East, MVP candidate. When I look at the team as it's constructed now, I thought it was a well-off season for them. When you look at what the Nets did with Durant, I thought we could go to war with them. But now that I'm looking at Brooklyn and Harden and what they're doing, I guess my concern is, can we go to battle with them and can we beat them 4 times in a 7-game series, or do we need to make moves? Now, I know Bradley Beal is a name that's throwing out there. Mm-hmm. I've always said to a lot of folks of mine, it's not crazy to think that Bradley Beal might be a better fit on this team than Ben. As much as I love Ben with his defense, his versatility, that's something we might consider. So with that, those are my concerns. Sean, I guess I want to know your opinion or your comments on that, or do you think we should go to war with this team the way it's constructed?
You right on time, brother. You are right on time. Listen, first of all, reason. Like, you have reason. I love that because we can't compete with Brooklyn as constructed right now. There's no way. They have too many weapons. KD, Kyrie, James Harden, it's a cheat code. So when things tighten up in the East, Coco, like, what are they going to do when it tightens up and you need scoring and you need to get to 130 points? I love Ben, love what he brings, but they don't have another guy that can give you buckets. No. They don't. Joel Embiid can give you 40, and then who else is going to give you 25 to 30? Like Tobias, Ben, right. None of them. So I do agree with you. They need to get Bradley Beal and look out for Zach LaVine if Chicago wants to get off of it.
We definitely need some consistency because we're just not getting it from the players that we have now, and if we are talking about next level, that's what we're going to need to bring into the fold. Right. So, but thank you, Coco.
Thank you.
Thank you for being our first fan.
Thanks.
So if you want to be a fan, just tweet us at Mina SayWhat, you know, at R&B Philly, at Sean Bell Live. Amir said on YouTube that Tobias needs to be an all-star starter. We agree. I think Tobias has really put in the work. Don't be a Tobias hater, Sean.
Over who?
Putting in the work.
Over who?
Well, that's the thing. I don't like to put him up against Ben because, you know, I'm always very for Ben. But I do think I would like to see both of them end up being part of the reserves. We know that's not going to happen. But do you think Ben and Tobias are going to end up, or either one? What do you think about that?
No, I mean, listen, I think Tobias has a chance, but if you just look at the rosters as constructed, I mean, James Harden didn't make the starting lineup. Like Zach LaVine, who's getting straight out buckets and doing what he's doing for Chicago. Like Tobias is playing great, but he's on that 12th, 13th line. Certainly never a starter. You know what I mean? Not over them boys, but it's going to be borderline. Again, Ben and Tobias not getting in. I think Tobias has the best chance. I think he's like maybe the 12th guy, like the fan brought in. Maybe someone's sick and you bring him in.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Let's get into high fashion real quickly. Beyonce with her Ivy Park collab with Adidas. I mean, she brought out the big guns, literally, with this collaboration. It's her third collaboration. It dropped this Friday. She got some pieces. I tried to buy something on Saturday, and you already know half of it was sold out. So didn't get to buy anything there. And the things that are left are very pricey.
I just like seeing people open up their boxes who get it. Like I love that she sends Reese Witherspoon a box all the time, and Reese Witherspoon fans out over Beyonce like everybody else does.
Did you see Blue Ivy? She used Blue Ivy in the promotion. Blue Ivy looks like a teenager. She's a whole adult. She used Gucci as well. I mean, this was very well laid out. I really like how she laid this whole line out. So
when did Blue Ivy get grown?
I'm
old, bro. I am old.
I felt the same way. That's exactly what I tweeted.
I was like, before you was a baby.
Let's get into what's trending. A lot of things trending right now. LeBron James sending out his tweet about releasing an album. He said his love for music is insane. He says, I think I'm going to do an album. Oh, no, I won't be rapping or anything like that. I'm not crazy. I know where I'm great at. But I'll tell you one thing. I do have so many friends that can rap. So he's thinking out loud. I know this is happening. He's already been A&Ring different projects. He collaborated with 2 Chainz. You remember that? Rapper Go to the League.
A&Ring?
I heard he was very in it. Like he picked the songs and the track list. That's what 2 Chainz said. I wasn't there.
Stop it. 2 Chainz decided what he wanted on the album, whether King James said it or not. Like he didn't A&R anything. But LeBron could be DJ Khaled though. Like he has the platform. Hey, my celebrity friends, make a nice little song for me and I'll throw an album out there. Like, but he's not. It's not like he has this music ear and he's A&Ring and producing. Let's slow down.
I disagree with you. I think LeBron got an ear because he's always kind of shouting out artists or songs that nobody was checking for, and he really helps them. And he doesn't get any money from that. He does it off the love of, I like this artist, I'm gonna show him love. I'm interested to see what he will put together.
Mina, I can make a great playlist. Like, I love
this you
song.
Are a hater.
Like, come to mind. Like, let me have an album in A&R. I can do that too.
Can LeBron Can LeBron just be great? Can he be great?
Hey, I want be great. Be great, Bron. I'm just saying. Someone call me up. You know what I mean? Philly legends, call me up. I can play your song too. Right here on the ShotClock.
All right, let's get into another word from our sponsors because we are running very low on time. Here it goes.
We've seen how far this game can go, so we take it and run.
Making moves like nobody.
For everybody.
We don't move within the lines.
We move beyond them. Hennessy, the spirit of the NBA.
You're checking out the Shot Clock. This is our digital sports show. I'm Mina SayWhat. Your host, Sean Bell, Fox 29, sportscaster and podcaster, is joining us. So, Sean, there's this video that came out. Cam Newton getting heckled by a child at a football camp. Check this out.
Nah, ain't no disrespect. You know, if you wanted some attention, I'm gonna give you some attention. The right way, bro. The right way. When do y'all play?
We play tomorrow.
What was y'all record today then?
1-2. No, 2-1.
What did you do? No, I wasn't able to see because y'all was too.
Cameras on me.
All right, bro. What did he do, man? Does he play?
He got speed.
So this kid calls, the lead up to that clip is this kid calls Cam Newton a bum, said he's washed, said he's poor, said he's a free agent, you know, and then Cam says, "Where's your father?" Says, "I'm rich," and then proceeds to have this conversation with this young man. See, y'all don't beat your kids anymore. And that's why these kids are disrespectful. They got no home training. How would a kid his age even dare to fix his mouth to talk about a Heisman Trophy MVP winner and say he's washed up and he's a free agent and he's broke?
You know, it's cornball behavior. Like, this isn't talking trash. Like in the first video where he's calling him washed, it's not talking trash, it's heckling. And anybody who heckles is corny. Anyone who heckles hates from the sideline. All right. You're not in the game. You're not on his level, but you want the attention. He wants that attention needle. That's all he wants. Notice me, and maybe I could be like you someday. That's all he wanted. And it's hate. It's corny. It's not going to get you anywhere. So someone needs to pull that boy aside. And he did issue an apology on his Twitter. And you know he had to because people were on his head about it. So I really hope. And he's from Philly. Come on, dog. Why are you representing us like this? So listen, I hope he has a career and does better and learns from this. But being a heckler in any profession is corny. You just are a hater and you want to be like the person who's actually getting it done. And he did it at Cam Newton's camp. I invited you to this camp. I'm doing charity work for the community, making sure y'all get light. And this is what you do?
Right.
Disrespect. And when I'm putting a platform on for you,
instead of some guidance and, you know, trying to learn from him to do that, he's better than me. I would have kicked him out. Oh, okay, I'm washed up. Okay, you can go. I don't know if he charged people for this. You can go. I'll give you your money back. You can go. All right, we are so over time. Let's get into the plays this week. We are taking on the Raptors tomorrow. We just lost to them. So that's happening Thursday against the Mavericks, Saturday against the Cavs, Monday against the Pacers. Sean, real quickly, what are we doing here?
I think 3-1, mainly because it's a bunch of home games and they'll get a second shot at the Raptors and no one's going to hold Joel Embiid. Cleveland's cupcake. I think Pacers would be a tough game, but 3-1 in that stretch is my prediction.
Right. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Sean, for joining us. Make sure you check us out next Monday, 12 o'clock, same place. We're live streaming on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at R&B Philly. I'm your host. Thank you for watching. Talk to you next week. Thanks for watching the Shot Clock. I'm your host, Mina SayWhat, and you got something you want to talk about next week? You can always hit me up on social media at Mina SayWhat, and make sure you join us 12 o'clock next Monday on R&B Philly's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll see you then.